Hi Coast Vineyard family, Aimee here. I'm so excited to be with you all for a midday moment. Dave and I are really missing being able to gather physically with our church family, and when I was watching the service on Sunday, I couldn't help but think of Paul's words when he would write to different churches and express his longing to be able to be with them. But he celebrated that even though he couldn't be physically in their presence, that he was with them in spirit. And that's such a cool thing, that we can celebrate that we are a people of the spirit, and so we can still be together, we can still be connected, even though we can't be in the same room with one another. And what a blessing to also live in an age where technology can help us to feel more connected. So I just want to share a really quick thought with you about being people of the Spirit, people of another kingdom today. I am the nominated shopper in our house, so I've been going out to the supermarket and watching how people interact in this particular season, and how there's almost a little bit of a wariness of one another because, are you carrying this bag? If I come into contact with you, am I going to get contaminated? And so you see this invisible thing impacting how we interact with one another. And it got me thinking that the whole world is reevaluating how they do life. The whole world has pressed pause, and this invisible bug has changed how we do life, and it's become the focus for everybody. And it has reminded me of Paul's words in 2 Corinthians, where he urges us to fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. And that has reminded me that as people of the kingdom, we were always meant to be focused on what is unseen, on what is invisible to the naked eye. So I just want to read to you really quickly 3 verses from 2 Corinthians chapter 4. Therefore, we do not lose heart. Though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. And you know, this bug, even though it's invisible to the naked eye, it's still part of the seen realm. It is temporary. Some translations say that what is seen is transient. It comes and it goes. And one day we will come out of the season, but that which is unseen and eternal will be unchanged. And I loved Matt's encouragement to us on Sunday to keep our focus on what is unchanging. Our God is unchanging. Jesus Christ, the same yesterday, today, and forever. His purpose is unchanging. His word is unchanging. It is eternal. And so I think this season that has required us all to stop and to slow down, whether we wanted to or not, offers us a unique opportunity to return to being people whose eyes and hearts and minds are fixed more on the unseen than the seen. So I just wanted to give you a couple of questions that you could ask yourself to evaluate at this time. What is my focus? Where am I fixing my eyes and my attention? So you may like to ask yourself, where in my life have I become distracted by what is temporal, by what is temporary and passing? How could I use this time in lockdown to shift my focus back to what is eternal? And what do I sense God is saying about this season? We have so many voices competing for our attention, even though we're at home. And a lot of the headlines are full of doom and gloom and projecting into the future. And we know the future. We know the end of the story. We know that God is a redemptive God and that glory awaits his people. So what is God saying about this season? And what is he inviting you into? What is he inviting you to partner with him in at this time? So I want to encourage you, this season, hard as it is temporary. It will not last. but God's purposes for you, for us as a collective people, are unchanged, and this season cannot hinder them or stop them. So let's be a people who fix our eyes and our hearts not just on what is seen, but on what is unseen and what is eternal. Bless you all.